Welcome back to TGIF. All right, tonight's guest is a powerhouse entertainment boss who establishes meaningful work that drives a culture forward. Please give it up for president of the brand group LA, the beautiful and accomplished Miss Diddy. Hey, girl.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? I see your name on everything. Like, you are that girl, not just in LA. You're just that girl, period. So we are happy to have you here.
Thank you, Claudia. First of all, thank you even for the love you showed last year to Toast About Hollywood. I really appreciated it. I've been meaning to see you in person and tell you. So thank you guys for having me. It means so much. I love you guys' show, and I'm so appreciative to be here.
You know, Miss Diddy, we might have to partner up and do a meet and greet with TGIF in LA and have you run it, because you are the woman that would run everything and make it big. We'll talk after the show.
We'll do it.
Okay. We're down for that. All right, Miss Diddy. Now, as a young mogul who is straight out of Compton, how did your upbringing prepare you to dominate the marketing and branding space?
You know, for me, I always say and yell from the mountaintops that I'm from Compton. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Just because I'm so proud of being a young Black girl from the inner city, and I feel like it's super important to show, the young kids coming up, you can have a professional business, you can be a professional entrepreneur if you want to, or even if you work a 9-to-5, just work hard at it. So for me, it's always important that I say I'm from Compton, only because I really want to show the inner city kids, there's a way out, and there's a way to come back and bring some more with you,
I love that you do that.
Diddy, Miss Diddy, I first got introduced to you with your social media presence, and I got two questions for you. Your social media presence reads like Black socialite. Can you just tell the people what the hell you do?
It's funny. It's funny because I do business. I'm a business person. I'm an entrepreneur. So that looks like many facets. As Black people, we have so many different things that we can do. You might see an actor that could sing, that could rap, that could dance, that could whatever. And for me, I've just been a girl that has made a lot of great relationships and is the person that people call to make things happen. So I have a marketing firm. It's technically marketing. I'm a marketer. And so that can show up in different ways. That could show up in an event, that could show up in a brand wanting to bring me on to promote their product, or whatever the case may be, create a marketing campaign. So that's funny, and I understand why you say that.
And you know what? And secondly, as a Black woman in this male-dominated arena, what are some of the challenges that you face when trying to establish deals with major brands?
What's interesting is I didn't face too many challenges gender-wise, I don't believe, because I'm a bit of a firecracker, and I think I kind of demand a certain level of respect that just kind of came with how I am, my personality, my edge, being from the hood. But, for what I do understand that men are always going to respect or look at another male in a way that they may not look at a woman. And so there's ways in which you just got to present it early on. Sometimes you got to check people, and sometimes you got to let people know I'm 100% business, and this is what I mean. So I think for me, the challenges for me is that I had to be a little more serious all the time, when maybe I didn't want it to be a little more relaxed, and I didn't have the luxury to do that,
Makes sense.
Miss Diddy, it's been reported that Black women are leading the nation and starting their own business. Black women like you, and they're doing it very successfully. But my question is, how does this historic news impact the work that you devote to the brand group LA?
I think what we're all doing, even you three in this show and, the making of FOXSoul and beyond, or what I do, I think that we're writing our own Black history book. We're writing our own American history book and our own global history book, right? And so all of these, maybe I'm a little fish in a big pond, but maybe I inspired, 10,000 young girls to create their own business or go in the way I go. And then they go create more, So for me, I try to keep in mind that it's a bigger picture, because a lot of times I don't feel like doing everything that I have to do in order to keep it going. So I'm proud to be a woman, and I'm proud to be in this generation, because I think that this is when it's showing, really showing up, the bravery of it,
Well, speaking of bravery, Miss Diddy, and your amazing work, Black Excellence was in full effect at your annual Toast to Black Hollywood event. Super dope, super fantastic. Now, what inspired you to create the concept? And can you tell us about some of this year's honorees?
Yeah, I wanted to create like a peer-to-peer moment publicly where we were able to be like, yo, you're killing it. I love what you're doing. We all support you, because I think we get in moments in this business where sometimes we don't feel seen or feel heard, or you wonder it. Like you guys were talking about Essence and how everybody was coming up to you guys and saying how, they watched the show and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I wanted to create that moment like amongst us publicly, And so I really started it years ago before everyone started doing like honoring events. So probably like 9-10 years ago, I started it. And that was the concept behind it, because I was the girl that people would call, but may not know that I made the whole play happen, So even early. So this year I really wanted to do like, I had like Dorian Renard. I know you guys probably know Dorian. Mm-hmm. Dorian's like killing it in a Black male beauty space, which is like incredible. I was there with him from the moment he created butter until what it is now. I had Zarina Akers, who I love. Zarina. She's Beyonce stylist and more. That's not her only facet of work. We had some dope women. Well, Eva Marcel, love Eva. Eva is a hometown girl. Eva's from LA, just like me. We grew up together. Freaking love her. Look, I'm like, who else? It was so many. I've been seeing all their pictures and their faces for so long. But I had a really good group of people that I really respected, and I'm proud to have had them. Wendy Osefo, Dr. Wendy Osefo, honey. That's my good sis over on the East Coast. And she's killing it on Housewives, of course, but she's just a really accomplished Black woman. And I think it's important to remind the world, right, that she's that as well. I don't have a doctor in front of my name. She do. So, I love it. I love to see it, and I love to celebrate it.
Well, Miss Diddy, what can the soulmates expect from you next? I know you're super busy and they want to keep up with you.
I'm about to try to go on a yoga retreat or something. I'm tired, Lord. But definitely can follow me on social media. I started my charity last year called Brown Girl Lux. I had fibroid removal surgery. It's called a myomectomy. And there's a lot of Black and brown women that are struggling and battling with uterine fibroid disease. So I started my charity. I'm going to do some really high level push on that and really helping the community. My surgery was super expensive. I'm grateful to God that I was able to pay for it, but I know that's not the case for a lot of women. So I want to help women be able to do that financially.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Diddy, for blessing us. And we will continue to keep our eye on you and all the fabulous thing we do. And I sent you my number in the chat. We're going to talk about this event now.
We're talking about this. Okay. The brand group going to produce it. We're going to get it going. It's going to be